Today, we'll dive into something incredibly vital yet often overlooked in the nonprofit world, the donor's journey. I'll break down 3 things: what a donor journey is, what a typical journey looks like, and how you can use it to better steward your constituents. Picture the donor journey as the path someone takes from the moment they first hear about your nonprofit to the point where they become a committed supporter. It's like following a roadmap where each turn and stop builds their connection and loyalty to your cause. A donor's journey is your guide to understanding the touch points you have with your supporters, so you can measure what's working and what isn't. It is essential to map out the donor journey. This means outlining the path a typical supporter takes from first learning about your organization all the way to becoming a dedicated advocate. This can be as simple as a Word document with bullet points. It doesn't need to be complex. By developing a clear framework for your donor's journey, you can tailor your communications to meet the specific needs and interests of your supporters. This targeted approach not only enhances the donor experience, but it also boosts retention rates, it increases donations, and it transforms one-time givers into lifelong supporters. Imagine the impact of a solid foundation of trust and commitment from your donors. This isn't just about boosting donations, it's about building lasting partnerships that help your nonprofit achieve sustainable growth. So let's take a look at what a typical donor journey might involve. It starts with awareness. Potential donors need to, of course, learn about your nonprofit, maybe through a social media post, an event, word of mouth. Take a moment and write down what your initial awareness points are for your donors. The second step in most donor journeys is interest. Now they're curious and willing to seek more information. They might visit your website, follow your social media channels, or sign up for your newsletter. I've often heard this stage called the first date. It's not where you propose, it's where you connect. The third is consideration. At this stage, they're actively thinking about donating. They evaluate their values and how they align with your work and what impact their donation could make. Take a moment to write down what resources and stories you have available to your followers and how they can find them. Maybe it's your newsletter or your website. Now we're at the stage of first donation. You can see how much happens before a typical donor is ready to commit their finances to support your cause. This is a crucial moment where they transition from a potential donor to an actual donor. It matters how you interact with them. So take a moment, write down how you currently follow up with first-time donors. I recommend that you automate receipts and thank you emails. This goes a long way in building connections and trust with your first-time donors. The 5th stage is engagement. After their initial donation, the journey isn't over. Now, it's about keeping them engaged. You might invite them to events, send updates about how their donation is making a difference, or possibly engage them in volunteer activities. Then, when donors are truly committed, they become advocates for your cause. They share your content, they bring new donors on board, and are actively involved in spreading the word. Here's an exercise to help with creating your donor's journey. Write down a few names of supporters you consider advocates. Then think back to their journey of becoming an advocate. Chances are you can point to certain moments in the relationship which shaped their view and commitment to your cause. You can then begin prioritizing similar moments for your new supporters to experience as well. Embracing the donor journey framework is a strategic move that can significantly elevate your nonprofit's effectiveness and reach. Understanding your donor's journey can help you craft more targeted, effective communications that resonate with your potential donors at each stage, making them feel more connected to your cause. By tailoring your interactions based on where they are in their journey, you're more likely to keep them engaged and committed in the long run. So, by mapping out these stages for your organization, you can create a more structured approach to cultivating donor relationships, which ensures that no opportunity for a deeper connection goes unnoticed. Take the time to lay this foundation. Your mission deserves it, and your community will be all the better for it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to Donor Doc's channel, and share it with other nonprofit leaders. Thanks for watching.